Fortnite just added a new performance mode. There's now a latency performance mode in this new performance mode that just came out today. In this video, I'm going to be comparing which one's better and which one's right for you. Let's get into the video. Alright, so we're in creative on the latency performance mode, and as you can see, if I look straight up, I get about 600 to 630. Let's see how much it is when we actually free build, because obviously playing a game, you're not just going to be staring at the sky. Alright, well, I already got a lag spike just there. I mean, it seems to be, yeah, there's definitely some lag spikes occasionally. Like, you'll see it'll drop down to, like, 170. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, the legacy one, pretty decent. However, there's definitely the occasional frame drop, which doesn't seem to happen on the new performance mode. So yeah, the OG legacy one's pretty good, although from a little bit of testing on the new performance mode, the old one does seem to have a little bit more frame drops that the new one doesn't really have. So I think the new one definitely seems a little bit improved, but that's only in creative. I haven't tested it in game yet, so let's test it in game. Alright, so we're in game here, and I mean, you can already see just in the lobby there's a bunch of different frame drops. You can see I'm getting like 70 FPS. Now there is like 87 people on this tiny little island because it's the lobby. However, still there's a lot of frame drops, which is kind of the trend I'm seeing throughout creative and here, is that the main difference between the new performance and the old performance is that the new one seems to have less frame drops, which actually makes a lot of sense, because if you don't know, the whole thing of Direct 12 is you get lower FPS, but you wouldn't get as many frame drops. So now it seems that they've made it together into this new performance mode, which is now giving you the same FPS as normal performance mode, but no frame drops. So as you can see right now, I'm still on the old one. I'm getting about 200, I guess like 300, but you can see there's the occasional frame drop here.
Bruh.
Alright, so I'm back in another lobby. You can see again, like I was saying, a bunch of frame drops, which hopefully will be fixed when we switch to the new performance mode. Like I explained earlier, it's going to be on Direct 12, which is in theory a better rendering engine, if that's what you want to call it. So it should in theory work a lot better. So my kind of take and hypothesis here is that the new rendering engine, the Direct 12 performance mode, should be a little bit more stable than the other one, just because it's on Direct 12 instead of Direct 11. And I think Direct 12 is known to be a little more stable. As you can see here, we're still on the old performance mode. We're getting about, 170 to 330 FPS, it looks like. My PC specs will be in the description below for anyone wondering. Yeah, you can see I'm getting the occasional frame drop of dropping down to 90 FPS, 100 FPS. That problem is kind of what I'm hoping gets fixed when we switch over to the new rendering engine. It's just these weird frame drops. 40 white, okay. That must hold. Just another kid. Nice. I can't build. Wait, he lied out? What the hell? Okay, I'll take it. Well, yeah, I mean, my frames, I didn't notice any major frame drops during that fight. However, it's like every now and then I'll break a tree and my frames will drop, which is kind of standard. I mean, it's kind of going to be the same as like last season and stuff. You break a tree, the particles, the frame will drop. That one had like no leaves, so not really a good example, but you know what I'm saying. It's basically like nothing's changed with the old performance mode. It'll just all be about what's better with the new performance mode. Alright, so we're in creative on the new performance mode now, and like I said, you can't really tell much of a difference. Almost identical FPS, but the main difference is you shouldn't be seeing nearly as many frame drops. It's very much so like a consistent 300, 400 FPS. So yeah, you can see in creative it's just a lot more stable. We'll check out in game now. Alright, so I'm in the game on the new performance mode, and it actually is, to be honest, somewhat similar. Although I'm not quite seeing, there's still quite a bit of frame drops, but not quite as many. It seems a little bit more stable. However, like I said, in the lobby, it's still not super stable. There's still quite a bit of frame drops, but we'll see about when we're in the game. Okay, well, already a bit difference. Looking straight up, over 1,000 FPS. I was not getting that on the other performance mode. It's pretty crazy. Alright, so it does look like we're getting a few frame drops here and there. It doesn't seem as drastic. Like on the other one, I would get frame drops going down to like 2 FPS. Here it'll drop to like 150, 190. It doesn't seem to be going like fully dropping and like freezing your game for a second. So it definitely seems a lot more stable in my opinion. So throughout the whole off spawn here, I haven't really gotten a single noticeable frame drop. I definitely got a couple on the old performance mode. Alright, now if it isn't already clear enough, I personally recommend the new performance mode. For me, it just gave me a lot less frame drops, a lot less frame stutters, but that is just for me. The best way for you is probably just test both, see which one's better. However, it's most likely gonna be the new performance mode just because it is on that DirectX 12 rendering engine. But yeah, other than that, I mean, yeah, just try them both out, see which one you like more. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much for watching. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Have fun in the new season, and I'll see you all in the next video.